Hello everyone! So today I'm gonna make bucket hats for me and for my dog because my dog bit and ripped every single one of my bucket hats that fit me, and it's very hard for me to buy bucket hats because of this. It's either too small or too big for me, and I apologize in advance for the chicken noises. I can't really avoid it. It's the Philippines. So for the fabric, I'm just gonna use this old corduroy pants. So I just found this random PDF file of the measurements of a bucket hat and altered the measurements a little bit to fit my head perfectly. And if you're interested in making a bucket hat, I'm just gonna link the PDF file below. So I just flip the pants inside out and then trace the paper, and for the band I just cut 2 pieces, and for the top I also cut 2 pieces, and for the brim I cut 4 pieces because the brim needs to be thick, and then cutting them afterwards. The store didn't have light brown thread, so I just used this champagne one, but overall it looks fine. So I just sewed the edges of the band, as you can see. And then I tried on the band to see if it fits. For the brim, first I just sewed the side edges. When I'm done sewing both pairs of the brims, I just flipped it over facing right side each other and then pinned the edges and sewing it afterwards. When I was done sewing it, I just flipped it over inside out. And the next thing I did might be the hardest part for me is to attach the top part to the band. The next thing I did is and now it looks like this. The last thing I need to do is to sew the brim part like a continuous swirl that you see mostly on bucket hats. So this is the bucket hat. Nothing really special. It just fits my head, that's all. So this is my dog Terry. All he do all day is sleep and eat. He is the sweetest thing in the whole world. He won't even hurt a fly intentionally. For the dog bucket hat, I didn't really see any templates for dog bucket hats, so I just improvised a little bit and used a dog cap template and altered it a little bit to make it a bucket hat. I'm so sorry I don't really have the measurements because I just eyeballed everything. And it's just the same with the human bucket hat. 2 bands, 1 top, and 4 brims. So I'm just tracing the template that I made on the pants and cutting it afterwards.
And he was watching the montage bit and he goes,
So for the brim, I just did the same thing with the human bucket hat, is to sew the side edges first. Once that's done, I just sewed the edges of the curvy part of the brim. And then for the top and the band, I just pinned them together as you can see, and then sewing it afterwards. After that, I'm just pinning the brim around the top and band and then sewing it afterwards. For the ear hole, so that it would look neat, I just folded it and did a straight stitch. So the last thing to do and the most satisfying part is to do a continuous stitch on the brim. So this is the dog bucket hat. It's more of a sun hat than a bucket hat. Maybe in the future, if I'm planning to make one again, I might alter the measurements a little bit to make it look more like a bucket hat. But overall, it looks cute.